Hi everyone! In this video, I am going to be showing you how to locate and search in our library database called PsycInfo. We're starting on the home page of the library's website. You can get here by going to fitchburgstate.edu/library or doing a Google search for Fitchburg State Library. On this page, you'll see across the top of the screen a number of words that are associated with drop-down menus. If you hover over the word research, you will see a green menu open. We are going to click on the second option in the first column called databases. When you click on that link, it takes you to our A to Z databases page. This is a list of all of the databases that the library subscribes to and that you have access to as a student. Today, since we are looking for PsycInfo, I am going to click on P and scroll until I find PsycInfo. Then I will go ahead and click on that link to open the database. If you are signing in from off campus, you will see a login screen, which is on my screen now. It will say sign in and have two boxes. In the first box, you will type your student email address, and in the second box, you will type the password to your university credentials and click sign in. The sign in for our databases is the same sign in that you use for Blackboard and your student email and everything like that. If you ever have any issues logging in, please feel free to reach out to the library and we can help you troubleshoot. Now we are looking at the landing page for PsycInfo. This database is run by a company called EBSCO, which it will tell you in the top left-hand corner where you see a little EBSCO host logo. You can tell what database you are searching because above this set of three search bars on the front page, it will say Searching APA PsycInfo. So oftentimes, if you are searching in a database run by EBSCO, it will look exactly like this. And it will work exactly like this, but you can know where you're searching by looking for that little note above the search bars. When we're searching in library databases, it's a little different than searching in Google. We want to focus on the main ideas of what we're looking for rather than typing in an entire sentence. So let's say I am interested in learning about ADHD. So I will start by typing in ADHD, and then a menu below this first search bar will pop up with some suggested search results for us. We have ADHD, ADHD or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or the same but with a hyphen, ADHD or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder hyphenated, or attention deficit disorder, and then finally ADHD in children. What this word "or" is doing when it's connecting these different phrases is saying that, to me, these are interchangeable concepts. So if an article talks about one of these, I want to see it. It doesn't have to talk about all of them in these words, but as long as it mentions one, I'm interested. It's up to you to use your best judgment as to which of these recommendations you select. Sometimes you might select one, but then remove a term that might not work exactly right. In this case, I am going to select our fourth option down that has our 3 different options for ADHD plus the attention deficit disorder. So I am interested in ADHD as sort of our condition. And then on our second line, I'm interested in literacy. So again, I've typed in literacy. It has literacy or reading skills or literacy skills. And I think those are all sufficiently similar. Since these 2 lines are connected by a little box that has the word "and" in it, the search results are going to show me where the search results for these 2 lines overlap. So if we think about a Venn diagram, this will only show me the overlap of those 2 ideas. I am going to go ahead and click search. And immediately I see that I have almost 4,000 results, which is a ton of results. We can easily narrow this down more, but we can start taking a scroll through and seeing what has come up. As you're going through, I recommend checking the subject terms because that will tell you how does this database maybe define the topics you're looking at. In this case, PsycInfo defines ADHD as attention deficit disorder with hyperactivity. So you could potentially switch that in for your first search term. And then you will pull all of the articles that have this as one of its subjects. If you are interested in only looking at peer-reviewed sources, we have a filter here for peer review that you are easily able to click. And then all the results you look at will have this little peer-reviewed yellow check mark. You can also narrow for source type. All peer-reviewed sources will be coming from academic journals. You can narrow by the publication date. And if you're interested in even more filters, you can click the All Filters button and go through everything that is available to you in this database. If you have any questions as you are searching, do not hesitate to reach out to the library.